With this, it's time to take earnings update on Asian Paints, and I have with me Mansi for that. Mansi, over to you.
Absolutely. Thanks for that, Ankur and Varun. There were a lot many factors which we had to take a look into, right coming from the volume growth scenario, which was expected to be around 3.5 to 4%. As we have the numbers and the stock is also reacting with 1.5% up, move 2399 to be precise. Taking a look at the figures, and of course, there are other few things which are in focus, the management commentary, what the management say, the demand outlook as well as the gross margin trends. But the MD, the management is confident in long-term growth potential as we clearly see. The Q1 numbers are out, and along with the numbers, the management commentary one by one, the numbers are also coming in. 1100 crore is the consolidated profit figure which we see as versus the 18-hour poll, which was 1101 crore. So near around to what our estimates were. Our estimates were 1101 crore, 1101 crore, and the profit figure has come at 1100. The consolidated revenue is at 8939 crore. The margins are around 18.2%, which is exactly what we were expecting. And at the same time, if we see, there are a few other things which we need to take into consideration while we are talking about the Asian Paint, and in paint particular, the energy pack and the crude related factor also plays big for paint and cement players. As we see, we clearly have 0.3% year-on-year increase in the revenue front. The decorative business segment performance is also there, and the pressure on household income has hurt the home decor business. These are the highlights coming in. On the face of it, the margins are 18.2% from 19%, which is a slight 70 basis points downtrend. The EBITDA is around 4% down on a year-on-year basis, 1624 crore. And also, if we talk about the stock performance, around 1.5% to 2% gains clearly. We have Gaurang Shah with us, who will help us decode the numbers and talk more on what is his views on Asian Paints. And we also have Amnish Agrawal joining with us. Amnish and Gaurang, thank you so much for giving your time to ET Now. On the face of it, as we see, we have the revenue figures, the margins figure, which have seen basis points but slight decline. But the stock is reacting on a positive front. Gaurang, I'll start with you. Your first take on the results.
Thank you for having me on the show. So, little bit of improvement compared to what Asian Paints has done in the last financial year is what is visible. But we need to have a little bit of more clarity in terms of the management commentary. Competition is quite high, especially from Oppo, and other unorganized sectors also have been quite competitive in the market. In fact, Oppo has gained market share, if I'm not mistaken. That's what I read in the report about a week back. Needs to be seen as to what is the contribution in terms of decorative paints, which is a high margin product.
Revenue figure has come at 8939 crore. Amish, good afternoon to you as well. Yes, your first take on the numbers, and at the same time, do you think the early onset of monsoon is a trigger which will impact the demand for paint stocks, and in particular Asian Paints moving ahead as well?
You see, the weather patterns are becoming very volatile, and this is not, you can say, current year's phenomena. So in the past also it has happened, because 1Q seasonally has become very important from the paints viewpoint, in addition to the festival season which comes post-October. Now look at this particular quarter, you had some disruption in North India due to Operation Sindoor also. And you had this uneven pattern of weather. But if you look at last year, 1Q was impacted because of elections. So the base was not that high, I would say. So on the base where your top line actually had declined last year, so this year is not showing any appreciable improvement. Yes, there could be some gains which might have been there due to your benign crude prices. But overall, you can say that the extent of decline we have seen in the past few quarters, now the decline is in low single digits. But definitely, you see, scope of improvement is there, but difficult to say whether we are out of woods and now you will be back to high single digit or double digit profit growth.
Along with it, we also see the international business, which is in an uptick of around 8.4%, and at the same time, the management commentary is also constantly running. Gaurang, one more thing, the home decor segment. The segment has seen some signs of volatility. Do you think the household disposable income and the scenarios which are panning out these days as per the economy, and particularly in the urban market, is hurting the sentiment for the home decor segment?
It definitely looks like, and this was visible even in the last quarter. According to us, well, the green shoots in terms of consumption, discretionary, non-discretionary picking up would possibly be visible in October, November, and December. That is around third quarter this financial year. Um, Urban demand needs to improve. Yes, market share needs to improve. In terms of detailed management commentary, I think that will help. But the problem is high-end competition, whether they are able to survive that and keep the margin afloat. I think that's the big question, and it's not seen at least in this quarter.
From both of your market experts, I would just want one view for our market participants who already have their positions in Asian Paints. Amnish, we'll start with you. What will be your view for the participants and market viewers who have their positions at present in Asian Paints? The stock is around 1.5 to 2% up on the back of the results.
You see, we have a reduced rating on the stocks. We will review our numbers, but I don't think that there is a big case for change in the view as of now.
Scorecard also mentions the same. The margins have seen a dent, the revenue front and as well as the profit figures. Gaurang, what will be your view on Asian Paints?
Well, so before I give that disclosure needs to be given, all recommendations are part of our research team. Our company, Jyojit or I, do not have any personal investments, no financial interest also, no conflict of interest either. But we give similar recommendations to our clients. They might have the position. So our research team has given a reduced stroke sell recommendation on Asian Paints.
Okay, Gaurang and Amnish, thank you so much for giving your time and helping us with your views on the paint sector and in particular Asian Paints. So Asian Paints post the numbers. We see an upsurge of around 1.5 to 2%, but the numbers on the flat front, the revenue is flat and at the same time the margins and the profit figures have seen concerns. On that note, we slip into a short break. While we come back, we will open with the closing trades.